Welcome. Today I'm going to explain in detail everything that you need to know about stolen goods and treasures, and hopefully teach you something new to help you on your Travian Kingdoms playthrough. In case you don't know me, I'm Violence, and I've had my fair share of Travian servers. I've been playing the game on and off since 2007, and more recently, when I was attempting to do some Travian Kingdoms challenges for the channel, the more I played, the more I realized I could actually contribute to the community by sharing the knowledge of the game that I've acquired until now. This will help new players and will make Kingdoms leadership life easier, because this series will be like a FAQ on video format, and hopefully I can teach someone something useful to make their Travian Kingdoms experience less bumpy. My experience comes mainly as a free-to-play player, and speed servers are my go-to, so some data might not be as accurate for normal servers. This is the biggest army I was able to pull off as a free-to-play player that I have record of. It is not the biggest, but it sure is not the smallest I've seen. The server in question was a speed birthday bash, so I put the free gold from the community challenges to good use. Anyway, in the tutorial you go through every time you join a new server. In case you choose governor as your role, at a certain point of it, you'll be asked to sell what is known as stolen goods. Attacking robber hideouts and robber camps is the only way that stolen goods can be obtained in this game. When you attack a robber, the stolen goods will take carry capacity space and will be given priority over resources. Let's say you have 100 carry capacity and there are 1,000 resources and 20 stolen goods at the hideout. You'll always get 20 stolen goods plus 80 resources in the first attack. When you're a governor or duke of a kingdom, each stolen good will be converted into a treasure when sold. Keep in mind that if you sell stolen goods in a village that is outside your kingdom treasury's area of influence, you won't get crop out of that sale. The other resources are unaffected by where you sell the stolen goods. You'll notice that if you are selling the goods out of borders, in this case to a robber bandit, you need to wait about 1 hour for the resources. In case you sell the goods inside a treasury area of influence, they will take 6 fields per hour to get to your village. The speed travel of stolen good resources is not affected by your tribe merchant's speed. Therefore, the closer your village is to the treasury, the fastest you get the resources, and the speed is the same for Romans, Teutons, and Gauls. In case you play as a duke, you'll sell stolen goods to yourself, and the generated treasures are automatically added to the treasury you own in case you sold stolen goods from your treasury village. If you are within an enemy treasury area of influence, regardless if you deny tributes or not, if the king has invited you to the kingdom at least once, you'll no longer wait 1 hour for the resources, but the time it would take if you were a governor of that kingdom. You still don't get crop out of that sale, though. If the king attacks you, you'll be selling stolen goods to the hideout bandits again. The amount of resources each stolen good gives, as in wood, clay, and iron, is determined by the top 1 server population account production. It will increase as the server progresses, but it is adjusted and calculated depending on your avatar and server age. If your avatar's age is less than half of the server age, you'll get less resources compared to those who don't fall into this rule. Let's say your avatar has 4 days and server age is 10 days, you'll get less resources than a 6 days avatar for the same 10 days of server duration, and so on. As per the crop amount, it is solely related to the number of active treasures your kingdom has. The more treasures, the more crop you'll get out of the stolen goods sale. The distribution between wood, clay, and iron is randomly determined when you start the round, and it won't change until the end of it. So, you'll get 2 resources with the same amount, and 1 with a bit more. Sadly, for goldless players there is no way to choose what resource you get the most, so may the odds be with you. It is very important for your kingdom growth to sell stolen goods inside borders. Besides the attack notification everyone gets when an ally within borders is under attack, each stolen good you sell will become a treasure, and when a duke or king collects tributes, they will get the treasures alongside the resources. And, as long as they have capacity for the treasures, meaning enough space in treasuries to store the treasures you fought hard for, they will generate victory points. If they have no capacity, they still keep the treasures, but they won't generate victory points. 1 active treasure equals 1 victory point. Victory points determine which kingdom wins the server, and they are passively generated by active treasuries containing treasures throughout the round. They also are a limiting factor on the number of treasuries a kingdom can have. For each 10,000 treasures, a new treasury slot will become available, except for the first 3 treasuries of the kingdom, in this case the king and duke's first treasuries. You'll still generate treasures from villages outside kingdom borders, but your dukes and kings won't be able to collect tributes, therefore no treasures. If you have villages inside enemy kingdom borders, you should deny your tributes so the enemy doesn't collect treasures from you. Or you can let them keep the treasures and your kingdom can still get them. Violence: if you can't collect tributes, what do you mean by you can still get them treasures? Well, Well, you can, not by the means of collecting tributes though. Treasures can be stolen. That's right, you can steal treasures from other players. Like stolen goods, they take priority over resources regarding carrying capacity. Keep in mind that you can't steal stolen goods, you have no access to the target's inventory. What happens is you steal treasures that haven't been collected from their village. There are some things you should know though. For you to be able to steal treasures, you need to have your hero in the attacking army, and you can only steal treasures if you choose attack mode or siege mode. This is important. If you raid and or attack without hero, you won't get treasures. Attacking a treasury village or not, when attacking with hero you'll be able to get treasures regardless of the treasury being active, inactive, the village being inside or outside borders, as long as the target sold stolen goods and treasures weren't collected. Having carrying capacity, meaning units with your hero, and your hero plus few units surviving the attack, will guarantee you treasures if the target has some. This is common practice when you sell treasures in a village outside borders to self-attack you in order to grab the treasures in order for your king or dukes to collect them. They will be added to your tribute fund at the village inside borders from where you attacked with your hero, and they will be delivered to the kingdom upon tribute collection. Besides treasures, if you attack an enemy from a kingdom that ranks higher than yours, you can also steal victory points. If you play for a kingdom that ranks second and a player from the kingdom that ranks first attacks you, they will only steal treasures, not victory points. Players from higher ranking kingdoms can't steal victory points from lower ranking kingdoms. This is important and can change the tides of the whole round with a well thought and executed operation. You can get between 10 and 25 victory points per stolen treasure. Another very useful thing that stolen goods allow is for you to feed a large army in case you didn't manage to get a cropper, or even if you did grab one. As the server progresses and the negative crop starts creeping on you, stolen goods will be your best friends, because not everyone gets to ask for crop depending on the team you play for. Depending on the game style you choose, if you know you're going to have a huge amount of troops, you should prepare the logistics to feed such an army. A good thing to do is to save stolen goods for feeding purposes. This isn't flawless. More often than not, an enemy team OP will make your own team empty the treasuries to avoid having treasures stolen, and you can struggle for a bit, but having a good amount of granaries is always a good idea, as well as setting up trade routes from your villages. You know the drill. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions regarding to this video's topic, type them below. I'll reply whenever I can. If you have questions regarding other topics, you can also type them below. I can address them in a different video. If you're interested in this type of content, go check out my other videos. If you found this one helpful, I'm sure you can learn something from the others. In case you don't want to miss out on new videos, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell. Until the next time, violence out.